I believe that we should still have the name CARIBANA. It means the people of the Caribbean, our people from the Caribbean.
I used to volunteer for years, for hours and hours, and we were quite excited.
People matter. People truly matter. The environment matters. Art and culture matter.
Oh, CARIBANA. CARIBANA is a cultural expression of the people of Canada, which has been, how can I put it, exported from Trinidad and Tobago in the Caribbean to the people here in Canada.
You have the music, trained musicians, skilled musicians of all sorts. You have also artists, manufacture. You have people who are skilled in organizing. And all these come together on a street parade.
So in 1967, there was an opportunity, I think it was Expo 67, there was an opportunity to give Canada a gift, and that gift was actually a piece of the cultural pie that was started in Trinidad and Tobago, and that was the inception of CARIBANA.
They had a parade and with the masquerade and everything. They started at 11 o'clock, 11:30 at Varsity Arena, and end up on the island by 2 o'clock.
It's a way of enjoyment, a bit of nostalgia, because it reminds you so much of the carnival at home and what we were trying to portray here. So it means very much to me. First of all, it means my culture. Belonging to a culture.
People become involved, people feeling a sense of they can let their hair down, that they can relate to other people, the foods, all these other kinds of things. Those things changed Toronto, changed Canada.
And then it get bigger and bigger. It didn't start, it started like a street party. It didn't start as any business or anything. But the government saw it as a way of bringing in a lot of money into the country. But they never give us any money.
So that the festival is always, it has never, ever in all its life been structured and given the kinds of means to do what it ought to be doing.
Unfortunately, I don't think CARIBANA does benefit from the amount of money that it brings into the city. There's a huge economic impact. The last figure I remember is $438 million a year of economic impact into the city of Toronto. And that money goes to hotels, restaurants, airlines, you name it, entertainment district, clubs, club promoters. They all make tons of money off of CARIBANA. And then the people that actually put it on, the participants, the volunteers, the mask makers, and the actual CARIBANA board itself doesn't see that money and doesn't see a profit. And the real objective would be for that money to serve the community.
It was 2004. And before leaving for Australia, I went to my office manager and I told her that make sure we get everything prepared for the audit, because our books have to be audited every year. Since we're getting public funding, we have to be audited. I heard that some of the directors, the elected directors, I don't know what they were looking for. They went into the office and took the books, or I don't know what the motivation was. Up to today, it befuddles me. Why would they take the books of the organization to check them for whatever reason? And they took it to their homes, So therefore, when the auditor came in, the books were not available for audit. You can imagine that? Those 6 directors were expelled from the organization.
When we took over the responsibility on the board at that time, we had not known that there were some issues that were actually occurring since 2004, 2005, and as a result, the city had moved a motion that if we did not have a clean audit in 4 and 5, CARIBANA, the organization, would be defunded.
The funding was withheld from CARIBANA for 2006. As far as I know, that there was an agreement between the city, FMC, which is the Festival Management Committee, and the CARIBANA Arts Group, for the FMC to manage the money and distribute the funds for 1 year in 2006. After 2006, they were supposed to dissolve and let CARIBANA pick up where they left off after reorganizing and carry on. Throughout that time, there was a relationship between the CARIBANA board, the FMC, and the city that we all, CARIBANA felt they could trust these people and worked along with them, and then allowed them to run the festival in 2007 as it was still restructuring. By 2008, the Festival Management Committee had sold title sponsorship to Scotiabank. However, they did not consult the CARIBANA board or ask, is this permissible? Is this okay? There's nothing wrong with a sponsor, but to corporatize a cultural event that had a almost 40-year history, it was almost like an insult. It kind of made it look like CARIBANA was up for sale, when in fact it wasn't.
FMC decided that they would not use the name. And I suppose it was their way of getting out of this situation. I don't want to assume for them, but now that I look back, their calculation might have been, look, the name is not important, the festival is important. So leave the name, we have the festival, we're gonna be okay.
What has happened is the funding that was allocated towards CARIBANA was redirected to another group. Here we are, we're in a situation where they can't use the name because they are not CARIBANA, they're actually just the Festival Management Committee, and we don't have the funding. So, like I said, it's not that CARIBANA became Scotiabank Toronto Caribbean Carnival, it's just that that other group intercepted the funding that's marked for CARIBANA and has been doing what CARIBANA does under a different management.
The community spirit for this festival has been damaged significantly, because I know people have said to me, okay, since a bank owns it, let them pay. We are not going to volunteer. So now it's difficult to find people to volunteer, and that was the glue that held the festival together. People felt they belonged. It was community.
I would hope to see a country that would truly appreciate art for art's sake, not art for corporations who want to have portfolios to advance their own interests.
We need more history for our younger generation. They don't have the history. And that is my whole desire. I would like to see it continue. I would like to know that when I have left this earth, that I know that my great-grandchild might one day be playing mass.
I like to see us get back the parade, and I think we will.
It's sad because no matter what you call it, it is CARIBANA. It's a cultural festival, and the community shouldn't be divided based on the city interest in making money. My mission as chair is to reunite the community, and I'm doing all I can with the other board directors, with the CARIBANA members and the volunteers, to remind our community that this is a cultural festival, this is about us connecting, and it's about the youth too, and the next generation. It's not about what we think or our past grievances or bad blood. It's about allowing our youth to carry on the legacy that was started and to benefit from it.